Amid increasing terrorism fears, 4 European nations closed their borders to anyone not coming from war-torn countries like Syria, Afghanistan, or Iraq. On America's Nohely, Mendoza looks at the effects of the refugee crisis in Europe.
That's right, 381,000. That's the number of refugees and migrants who have made their way into Europe this year in an attempt to reach the wealthy European Union. Although Syrians are the biggest group among asylum seekers, tens of thousands of people, such as Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and Sri Lankans, have also joined the surge. It has become the greatest migration of people on the European continent since World War II. However, the Paris attacks are now transforming the migrant crisis into a security debate.
We
have to see that there are terrorists who have arrived intentionally to Europe using the flow of migration. But as we see how things go in Western Europe, we have to know that some became terrorists from the second or third generation of migrants.
The possibility that at least one assailant may have posed as a Syrian refugee is fueling arguments over whether Europe is doing enough to protect itself from infiltration by terrorists who sneak inside along with thousands of other migrants arriving daily from the Middle East.
We should talk about the fact that migrants don't only bring terror, but also they are violent against the local population.
Officials also worry the migrants aren't who they claim to be. Forged passports are available on the Syrian border for just $200, and many would-be migrants admit to lying about their origins just to find jobs.
We can make all kinds of controls, but the problem is that you don't know which passport has been forged, which one was not. How can you do it? Because we do because they don't have even an obligation to show their passports, and we do take their fingerprints, we do make photos, and we do everything in accordance with the Eurodac system.
In fact, many refugees who arrive in Europe are now competing for jobs, reducing the employment opportunities for native residents. The Interior Minister of Austria says that many migrants aren't fleeing war, but rather taking advantage of the system for better benefits. For example, the Turkish government has spent nearly 5.4 billion euros, or roughly $6 billion since refugees began arriving, by giving them free access to healthcare and education, something many say is wasting taxpayer money. As a result, many politicians are demanding an end to the system of open borders. According to the Pew Research Center, Germany and France have the largest Muslim refugee population among EU countries. In total, the European Commission says it expects 3 million refugees and migrants to arrive in Europe by the end of 2017, putting significant strain on the economy. Nohely, Mendoza, One American News.